All right, my lovely Libras, welcome to your May love reading for 2019. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the second time I'm making this video because of technical difficulties. So your cards are already pulled. And I have to tell you, Libra, this is a doozy. This is a crazy doozy. And I'm doing a different format in the reading this month than I usually do. So there's a lot more tidbits of information. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. There's a lot of strong energy, I can tell you that, because I was half an hour into this reading and it froze on me and I lost everything. So I'm starting all over again. Okay, if you're a cross watcher, by the way, you're more than welcome to hang out and continue watching this. But I do have cross watcher videos that are already posted that are for April, and then in a couple of weeks I'll do the that are already for May. I'm sorry, not April, for May. I already have cross watcher videos for May. In a couple of weeks I will post the cross watcher videos for June, so you can keep out an eye for that. All right, my Libras. So you're starting off the month here with the love energy of Seven of Cups. And this is a card of illusions. This is a card of like, kind of getting carried away, right? So what was coming up when I did your reading was I was feeling very strongly that some of you were going to be encountering a person that was incredibly intoxicating to you, like really intoxicating to you, where you were just so taken by this person, very strong attraction, very strong pull, right? Like you really want this person. And some of you may be very tempted to just kind of jump in head first here. Some of you may be very tempted to just come into this energy of like, this is my person, this is who I want to be with. And you might even be abandoning all logic here, okay? You might be just really ready to go full force here with this person. And so it's a very strong energy. And the clarifiers, because I'm pulling clarifiers for each card, your clarifiers here are 5 of coins, which is very significant, and I'll tell you why. 5 of wands or canes. I'm so glad, I'm kind of glad that we had technical difficulties, because you know what? I just saw something I didn't see the last time that I was doing your reading. And 2 of swords. And I'll tell you why this is significant for me. Or for you, I should say. 5, 5. Okay, 5, you have 5 twice. You have 5 twice. This is significant for a couple of different reasons. Number 1, 5 is a karmic number. Do not cringe. Okay, do not cringe. Some people get really freaked out when I say karmic soulmate, but they don't realize that there's good karma and there's bad karma, and karma can be something where the two of you are repaying a debt towards one another and coming into a healthier vibration and ascending together. Okay, so it doesn't have to be like an, oh no, this is a bad thing. Okay, this is just where the heads up is. You're going to be so enwrapped with this person that you're very tempted to just kind of jump in head first and forget the consequences. You're just very tempted to just go full speed and just, I'm going to live like there's no tomorrow. Whatever happens, happens, to the point and to the extent where some of you, if you're not careful, the rest of your life is going to suffer here. And in the way that you're going to be too tired for other stuff. You might be in this energy where, like you're not focusing on work, right? Or you've been staying up really late with this person, or you're not getting to your schoolwork, or you're shrugging off family responsibilities or obligations, whatever it might be. You're disappearing. You're off with this person all the time, and your friends and family are like, what happened to Libra? Libra fell off the face of the earth. And some of you are doing this on the down low. Like some of you aren't wanting anybody to know your business, right? So people don't know what's going on with you. And if you're not cautious, you're not going to be able to devote time or attention or focus to the other important areas of your life, thereby having this 5 of Canes moment, which is these competing goals, okay? These competing goals to where other areas of your life are suffering. 2 of Swords is saying don't go into this so very blindly. It doesn't mean that it can't work out, right? It doesn't mean that this isn't going to be your person. It just means you got to cool your jets for a bit. The fact that 5 is here is twice It's telling me that this is going to be an incredibly intense connection. Incredibly intense connection. And so it's going to be up to you, Libra, to kind of pull back a little bit. Libras, you all are beautiful. Libras are beautiful inside and out. I love Libras. Love me a Libra. I really do. My Venus is in Libra, but you know, I'm not a Libra sun sign. So I don't have as many of the Libra attributes as maybe the Sun Libras do. But a lot of you Sun Libras or Moon Libras, you guys are very, very enticing. You're very intoxicating. You're very seductive, right? Like you can really just get somebody really into you. And I feel like a lot of you Libras, those of you with the game, and you know which ones you are, you're getting a taste of your own medicine. You have somebody coming in who's kind of doing to you what other people have experienced. And maybe you didn't do it on purpose, right? You can't help being the lovely person that you are, but something is happening with this soulmate that's coming in where they're a mirror for you, right? And a lot of you who've done some heartbreaking are getting a taste of your own medicine in that way. Not that this person is going to break your heart, but they're going to get inside your head, and you're going to have to be very disciplined to just kind of keep control over yourself, not to get too carried away, not to get swept up in it, right? What is that song? How does that song go? I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. So those of you Libras who've done that crushing, that's an old song. You're gonna learn what it's like to have somebody get inside your head. You've got 9 of Cups, okay? So 9 of Cups. Your clarifiers here is the Tower. Don't freak out because I'm going to explain to you what this means. The Devil. And 4 of Wands. What kind of roller coaster is this, right, Libra? What kind of roller coaster is this? So we're going to talk about this. This is why you're being asked to be cautious with this connection, okay? 9 of Cups is a happy card. It's wish fulfillment. So for many of you, this person is very much feeling like your dream person, like the person that you, like this person jumped out of your dreams and into real life. For some of you, this is actually a literal person that you've had your eye on for a long time, that like you've just been waiting for them to come around, or like you just felt in your heart of hearts that one day I'm going to be with this person and they seem to be coming towards you now. But there's this wish being fulfilled, this thing coming in, okay, where this is happening. And look how into each other they are. They've snuck off into some little corner. They're by themselves. They're doing their thing. Like he's all about her. I mean, look at that little devilish look on his face. He's just all about her, and she's like, all right, like you do your thing. Like, let's do this, right? So 9 of Cups is that wish fulfillment, but it's not 10 of Cups. And this is why Spirit is saying don't lose your head over this person. You have a good chance of getting to 10 of Cups. Because we have, what do we have here? We have 4 of Wands, right? Which is marriage, right? We see 2 people getting married on the card itself. So you have the potential for that 10 of Cups, okay? But the thing with this person, they're going to take a long ass time to get that 10th cup and to fill it up. And that's where the frustration is going to be for many of you people. That's where the frustration is going to be for some of you, because you're like, we're so close yet so far away. And if you weren't taking your sweet time to figure it out or to move it along, then we could be here right now. This Tower moment is going to be different for different ones of you. And I want to talk about it. And this is the sense that I'm feeling about it. We think of Tower moment as an unexpected event, okay? So one of the meanings that I did not know until fairly recently was that, and I somebody told me about it, and I read up on it. I was like, oh, holy moly, this is actually a thing. One of the meanings for the Tower card, especially in a love reading, depending on the other cards that are around it, can mean that this is a very explosive sexual connection Okay, I'm gonna say this very politely. I'm gonna be cautious with the words I use. I don't know what I'm allowed to say and still keep monetization. But let's just say that when you all get together physically, it's very, very satisfying. Like off the charts explosive. Like just mind blowing, like never before. Amazing, amazing, amazing physical connection. This is also where the next kind of caution comes in. This can also be unexpected pregnancy, right? To where somebody is feeling trapped, and then there's like this rush into this energy, right? But this person, you know, may just be like not in a hurry to get here. There could be obstacles along the way. For other ones of you where either you know you're not going to get pregnant because you're not able to get pregnant, or you're not able to get someone pregnant, or you have other things in place, you know that's not going to be an issue for you. What could be going on is you all are so wrapped up in each other, so obsessed with each other, so into the physical connection that other areas of your life are suffering. Okay, so it could be where, you know, you haven't been focusing at work and you end up getting written up because you've been up really late with this person or whatever, or you haven't been, you know, your studying is suffering if you're in school, you're not keeping up with your assignments, you know, whatever it might be. Friends or family may be upset with you because you've been disappearing and there might be something going on that they need you and you're not around. So whatever it might be, like, don't get so wrapped up that, you know, other areas of your life are suffering. Let me move these crystals here, you know, to where that happens. Okay, to where that happens. So with the Four of Wands here, some of you are really wanting to get here, but intuitively what I feel is happening is that this person is going to take their time, right? You will eventually get here. You will eventually get here, but there's going to be obstacles in the way, and that's why Spirit is saying, don't lose your head. Just try to pull it in here. Try to pull it in, because and two is you have a lot of major arcana, right? So this is telling us with all this major arcana, this is a soulmate where you all are going to go through some stuff together. There's going to be some ups and downs, okay? And you're going to have to be patient with that. Next we have, oh wait, no, this was not in the right order. This is the order. You had Knight of Wands, okay? So Knight of Wands, that's the thing. This is where the frustration is. You're like, okay, we're going into this amazing Four of Wands energy. This is the natural progression of the relationship. We're going into Four of Wands. And this person, it could be you. The roles could be reversed. But, you know, one person in a situation is all about the Four of Wands, ready for the Four of Wands. And the other person is in the Knight of Pentacles energy, okay? I'm sorry, not Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Canes, Knight of Wands, Knight of Rods, Knight of Fire, whatever you want to call it. This is the thing about Knight of Fire or Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, a lot of the time, they're here for a good time, but not for a long time. Okay, now the connection being what it is with all these major arcana cards, keep in mind this is a general reading, but the connection here with all these major arcana cards, chances are you're going to end up with this person, okay? But when all of these big changes happen, they're getting kind of spooked a little bit and they're resorting back into some old ways, okay? And so then we have the person who's coming in and doing the cha-cha with us. They're taking 2 steps forward and you're like, yes, this is moving along, and they're taking a step back, and then 2 steps forward and then 1 step back. So there's gonna be delays with this person that can be very frustrating. That's why if from the beginning you can just kind of brace yourself and not let them get you all swept up, you're not gonna sweat it when this person gets in their feelings and they start pulling back or they start freaking out. Now, you're going to have to be careful with your approach, because some of you are fed up and some of you are like, look, fool, like, are we doing this or not? Like, you're like, we're going to do this or not? Like, make up your mind. With the Five of Swords, you have to be cautious, because this could be a burning the bridge moment. And some of you are like, I don't care, I'll burn that bridge. But it's not going to be that easy because you all have a contract together. We already know that from the major arcana cards that have come up. And so the next clarifier we have here is the Strength card. And the next clarifier we have here is the Justice card. Again, major arcana, 5. Karmic lesson or changes. So what are you supposed to learn from this relationship? You all are going to probably end up together. You all have a contract to end up together, okay? But it's going to require this strength, okay? And the message with the Strength card, typically for me, when I see it in other decks, in other cases, to me it's going into the unknown territory, going out into the unknown and mastering it and coming back victorious. Usually when we see the Strength card, it's a woman and there's this lion and it's all cuddled up to her like it's her guard dog or her puppy or something. And we can gather that she did not win this lion over by coming in and screaming at it and beating it and kicking it, or like making demands, because that lion would probably rip her to shreds. More likely she was cautious, she was careful with her approach, she stayed out of its way. Maybe she would like put out little food offerings or little, water offerings or whatever it may be. Maybe she, took care of it when it was sick. Very cautious energy. And then in that way, won this lion over to the point where now it's like it's her protector. It's on her side, it's on her team, right? In this card, it's a statue. It's not like an actual thing. But typically when we see another decks, like that's like the vibe that I get from it. So the message here is, you're not going to get very far by going into these burn bridging moments. I hate to be cliche, but like the old saying goes, you're going to catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So gentleness is going to go a long way here. The ultimatums aren't going to work. Okay, that quiet strength, those positive qualities that you have are roping and pulling this person in. In fact, you have this contract that you all are going to be together. And Libra, this is you. You are the Justice card. This is a Libra card. So all you really have to do is be you. Be in your full potential. Be the best you. And the rest is going to fall into place. Also keeping in mind here, we've got this hat and these flowers. So the hat is going to be the head. It's going to be the logic. It's going to be the mind. The flowers is going to be the imagination, the creativity, the heart. So you're going to have to balance your mental and emotional considerations. Keep those two things balanced, and your intuition is going to lead you through. Even if you can't see the road, even if you can't see the road ahead, even if you're not sure what's going to happen, as long as you keep these two things balanced, the contract is going to work itself out. Okay, all you have to do is be in your energy, be in your power, be you. Do not allow this person or this connection to cause you to lose your head or your logic or your reasoning, and the rest will happen, right? Like, see here, don't lose your head. Don't lose your head, angel, right? So just stay in your power, okay? And all of this other stuff is going to work itself out. Just keep the head and the heart balanced, okay? Don't go to extremes, one direction or the other. Keep them balanced. So next, my darlings, we're almost done. Well, not quite, but soon, I guess. We have 5 of Cups. So there could be some disappointment here. Like I said, this person may not be moving as quickly as you would like. This person may be, delaying or pulling back, and there can be frustration here. Okay, I do feel that if you're not cautious, this is going to turn into drama. Maybe friends or family are getting involved, or it's becoming a bit of a hoopla. So this is just saying, just keep your cool. It's not worth it. It's going to work itself out. It's not worth it to get into the drama of it. Let's pull clarifiers. Oops. Clarifier 1. Do I have it the right way? I have it the right way. Clarifier 2. And clarifier 3. All right, 3 of Wands. You're going to have other options coming in for you anyway. Queen of Wands. You may be wanting to explore those options. I love the look on her face. The look on her face, like if you really look at it there, it's like, look at that face. It's like no shame and no regrets. She's content. She's happy, right? So some of you are coming into that energy. All right, you're gonna have some options here to explore. And so I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like it's this massive connection coming in where maybe this other person is not ready or they're pulling back, and you're like, you know what, I don't have time for this mess. I'm not going to make drama about it. I'm not going to burn the bridge, but there's these other people who want me. I'm going to go be the queen of canes, the queen of fire, the queen of rods. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and then just focus on that. Don't get into the drama, because I do feel this person is gonna come back around, right? And some of you are like, nope, I don't want that. I don't care if they're gone, they're gone. But as you're living your life and you're coming into this 9 of coins, you're becoming more attractive. You're becoming more attractive. It's almost like this energy. I'm sure you've all seen this happen. Like, you've all seen this happen. It's such a typical thing. Like, if you've ever been in a mall or in a grocery store, and you'll see some kid and they're like running away from their parent, and they think it's funny. They think it's hilarious, right? And then the parent says, okay, fine, I'm leaving, I'm going home, bye. And the parent starts walking away. What does the kid do? No, wait for me. And they go running after the parent, right? They go, Mom, don't leave me. And they go running after. This is the kind of energy that's happening here. You're like, you know what? I'm not even going to sweat this. We had this connection. It was intense, but you're in your confidence. You're feeling good about yourself. You got your fire back. There's other people that are feeling your fire. They want to be near it, and you're doing your thing. And then this person's like, well, wait a minute, right? Like, you're off living your life, and they're just kind of like, but I want to talk to you. I want to be with you. I don't want you to go off and forget about me. And then we have 10 of canes. So you're completing the cycle. This is where it comes down to the do or die. I like the picture on this card because, to me, like, if we look at it, it's like they've spent this time together. They've maybe been on this road. They've been on this train, right? And they've landed at this destination, and now it's time to figure it out. Now it's time to make the plans. It's like, can I call you sometime? Can I see you next week? Are we gonna do this or not? That's the feeling I get here. You've been through the journey, right? You know what you want. They know what you want. And so now it's the time to make the decision. So whatever like lesson had to be learned, you all have learned it. And now you get to decide, are we going to continue? And are we going to maybe come into a new higher vibrational contract? Are we going to talk amongst ourselves and make a new agreement and move forward and grow with it? Or are we going to part ways? Because, my darling Libra, you're going to have some options. Let's pull clarifiers. One, two, three. Okay, darlings, let's see what's happening. We have, oof, 3 of Swords. Somebody's in their feelings and somebody's hurt. It could be you, it could be the other person, but somebody may be doing something to inflict a bit of a sting, okay? Because of the fact that there's some jealousy here, okay? I do feel that you could have someone who maybe is upset at the way that you just kind of did not chase after them, or you dropped it and you were exploring your options. So they may come around and make it be like, you're the one who hurt them, or you're the one who's at fault here in some way, okay? So I do feel there's a moment here, Libra, with this soulmate, this learning the full lesson is gonna be to stand up for yourself and not feel bad about it and say, wait a minute, that's not fair. I was all about it. I was here. You were not ready, and I respected that. right? Like you weren't giving me a clear thing either way. You know, you can't make me feel bad for that. So I do feel for some of you like you're standing up for yourself and you're letting the person know I don't have to be feeling bad about exploring my options. You know, you should be more cautious with the way that you're dealing with people, or you should be more cautious with the way you're coming in. You came in and you led me on. I thought it was one thing, it wasn't happening that way. I moved on, and then you wanted to come back, right? So you can't blame me for it. So I do feel, Libra, that you're being called in to stand up for yourself, to come into some assertiveness. Like, it might be very tempting for you to, you know, feel hurt and to cry and to, you know, feel bad about it, or maybe even feel guilty in some way that something happened because of you. Some of you could have a couple of people fighting over you and you're embarrassed by it, or you're feeling bad about it, or, you know, like there's people are talking, like, you know, trash, and there could be like some character assassination happening where somebody's like, you know, making somebody else stand out to be like a really bad person, or rumors, and you can't feel guilty about it because it's not your fault. I feel that you're being encouraged to come up out of that and speak up for yourself and to defend yourself. We've got two of canes here. Okay, so this is a new agreement, coming into a new agreement, coming into a new partnership. You know, I think a lot of you are going to be working out whatever the disagreement is, being able to talk, maybe even coming into like a playful banter. Okay, seeing each other as equals, and then coming into a new way of thinking. Ace of Swords is a new way of thinking. You're cutting through the old stuff, right? This looks like a scary kind of illustration, but Ace of Swords is really a positive card. The old is falling away. You're just getting rid of the old. You're making room for a new way of thinking. And you're learning to look at situations in a higher vibrational way. So this whole relationship that's coming in is really expanding your thinking. It's really expanding your experiences. It's really expanding the way that you're looking at love and at soulmates and at relationships. So I think at the end of the day, Libra, it's going to be up to you if you want to continue with this person or not. I think the ball is going to be in your court. And some of you are like, nope, like if they're not going to decide from the jump, I'm gone. Well, that's fine because you've called in a bunch of other options anyway, so you're not going to be alone. But this is an intense connection. Like, don't lose your head, you know, over this person, because when it comes in, it's coming in with such a fire, right? So just be aware of that. And if you can be aware of that from the jump, you know, you can be okay. Again, this is a general reading. It might not apply for every single one of you. Check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks it's going to resonate for you more than others. Okay, you may need a private reading. The link for the private readings is in the description to this video. More than happy to give you a private reading. And you can click on that link, and if you click on the reading options, it'll open up and show you the prices. A lot of people have been emailing and saying, oh, there's no prices listed. The prices are there. You just have to click. You know, they start at $20 and up. So I have pretty reasonable options. And when you click on them, it's not going to charge you. It's not going to bill you. You have to go in and enter your information. So believe me, you're not going to get billed unless you make it a point to go in and log in and insert all this info. All you have to do is just, you know, click on the link, and it'll show you or the reading option. It'll open up and show you the different prices. Okay, my darlings, I thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Don't forget to check out your weekly forecast. I do every single week for every zodiac sign. I do a forecast for like money, family, spirituality, all that other stuff. That is very, very important, and I do the love reading separately. So check the weekly ones out too. All right, my darlings, take care.